Hi, we're going to take a look at the switch contact problem, not with the absolute latest meter, because unfortunately I don't have one. One's with testing with Joe Smith, of course, as you've seen the video on. The other is with my employee who's developing software, and he's taken it home for the weekend. So I don't actually have it, but I've got the unit from March, which I presume is quite similar. Now, the switch contact in this has DL250 contact on it, and I assume that that is a specific type of contact that you've actually used in here. So please confirm if it's a different type in the new one, but I don't think so. As you'll see, it looks very similar to the photos I'll attach from Joe Smith. Now, what I've done is I've cycled this switch about 250 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back and forth, which is a reasonable number to get, you know, a reasonable amount of use. It's certainly not a high amount of use by any stretch. And if we go in and have a look now, please look at the photos from Joe, because his ones show it up much worse. I'm not really seeing any debris in here. Now, I have actually swept away some of this with my finger because I goofed up my recording before. Sorry about that, but you can see that the the marks on here, it has definitely scraped away. Sorry, I'm having an issue with the light and everything here at the moment. So yeah, you can see that it certainly has. Let me try this angle here. That's better. You can see that the marks has pretty much worn away a good lot of this, what looks like gold coating. Now, normally these are gold over nickel or something like that, I believe, and a hard gold treatment. So first thing is please confirm what's actually the contact material used on here. It does look very similar to the switches over here. So, but maybe it's a little bit different. Maybe it is a nickel alloy type thing, and I believe the switch contacts usually are like a hard gold over nickel, or just a nickel plate or something like that. Anyway, please confirm. But you can see the problem will be, of course, if it is scraping material off here. If these aren't just marks, I'll put a bit of spit on my finger and get that on there. I can't rub that off, so it doesn't appear to be like just a surface mark. It appears to have maybe taken out. Actually, is it? Maybe I need to rub harder in there. Maybe it is some marking. Yeah, maybe it is. Okay. Maybe I need like a pencil eraser or something on there, but let me do it rub that as hard as I can. But still, it seems to be leaving marks, but Joe's photos show up really well, and you can see there is kind of like debris building up in between these contacts, and that's the problem, because we might get arc over on those contacts. Of course, the clearance won't be the same. If we've got metallic particles in there, then that will cause an issue. By the way, the alignment is quite good on these. It's like smack in the center of the contact, so that's really good. But yeah, like that will be the issue, as arc, and of course wear of the contacts as well. So let's actually take a look at these contacts. Now, they look the same as the ones in Joe's photo. They've got like a sharp point on the end of them, and it looks like a hole in the middle. Now, that is not normal. I've never seen that before, and of course that will be an issue. If you have a hole there, then that can have burrs on it, and that could certainly scrape away the material on the contacts prematurely. So we definitely don't want that. Most contacts are like smooth. Maybe I can understand why it might be a sharper point-like contact, because, to cut through any oxide layer or something like that. But of course, that is a... Of course, the contacts are effectively self-wiping anyway as you move them. So it's not an issue. So I think those, that we definitely have to go away from that sharp-pointed contact. Now, what I've got here is I've also done the same test on a old Keysight Agilent U1272A. And once again, I've done 250 rotations of the switch. And let's first go in and have a look at their contacts. And these ones are just the smooth bent metal, like that. And, you know, that's what I've seen on almost all meters that I've done teardowns of, is generally nice, smooth contacts like that. And let's have a look at the contacts, the surface. I haven't actually looked at this yet, so this will be interesting, but I can't see any real, like, you know, there's no point type wear mark like we're seeing on the 121 GW. So yeah, that's the difference between a sharp pointed contact and a smooth one. This one has no, absolutely, you know, it looks brand new after 250 rotations, and the 121 GW looks like it's had a lifetime of abuse on the contacts just after a couple of hundred cycles. So yeah, that definitely has to change from a wear point of view and a arc over high voltage compliance point of view, because any metal in there, as I said, will close the clearance, the creepage distance between the two, and could potentially arc over on load. So yeah, that's a goof. We definitely need to change those contacts. Thanks. See ya.